Hey everyone, it has been a minute here. So I have been super inactive on YouTube as of recently because I have been moving. Luckily, I didn't move too far, but as I'm sure you know, it always takes so much time. It's kind of ridiculous. So between the packing and moving everything and setting stuff up, I have been absent from social media for like the past month or so. But I am almost all moved in. Actually, one of the last things I have to do is to set up my bookshelf. And I was able to actually get a second bookshelf. So I have my white Billy bookshelf on the left that I already had. And then on the right here, I got one of those half-size Billy bookshelves. And I was able to find that on Facebook Marketplace for super duper cheap, which I was really happy about. It does have a little bit of damage on the top, as you can see there, but nothing too crazy. I'm happy with it nonetheless. And so it's finally time for me to set up my bookshelf. So I thought I would film a little bit of that for you guys in case you were interested in how I set things up. So without further ado, let's get going.
Two hours later. Six hours later.
All right, here is the finished product for now with the books on the shelf. I haven't added accessories or anything yet, but I'll just quickly kind of walk you through what I've been thinking. So up here we've got kind of on the top colorful pink, blue, green. Then we've got some fantasy romance up there, a whole Sarah J Maas section, just because I have a ton of her books, so it kind of makes sense. More fantasy romance, some books with darker covers and more like dark academia, a lot of horror manga, special edition horror. And down here I've got more like darker books, horror, kind of like darker fantasy. This is my little like eco section, and then the rest is pretty random. So that's what we're working with at the moment.
Tomorrow.
Okay, it's a few days later and I'm back with my decor put up, and also I just went book shopping yesterday, so I have a couple more books added. And as you can see, we have some bare space at the bottom, but that's perfect because I have room now to buy some more books. So I'm going to give y'all a quick little tour of the final setup. Starting at the top, I have some contemporary romance, my Allie Hazelwood, and then When We Lost Our Heads and Remarkably Bright Creatures, and the Heartstoppers. I just think they all look really good with that color scheme of the Allie Hazelwood books. I've got my India Holton books. I've got When Women Were Dragons on display, just because the cover is so gorgeous. How could that not be on display? And then following that color scheme, we've got Fear the Flames and some of the Emily Wilde books. I just got the second one in the Barnes & Noble special edition, so I'm very excited about that. It looks great. Over here I have my Calico Critters. Fun fact, these are actually Calico Critters that I had as a kid. I had quite a few, not like a ton, but a few more than this, and my mom kept all of them in the little house stuff. And I picked out a few to put up on my bookshelf. I still have more, but I thought it was so cute to have the Calico Critters I had as a kid up here. Then going across to my little skinny bookshelf, I have some fantasy and fantasy romance. We've got the Poppy War series, Fourth Wing, Divine Rivals, And then at the end there, that is Daniel L. Jensen's duology. Let's see, what is this called? A Fate Inked in Blood. And then I just yesterday got A Curse Carved in Bone. Oops. So I love the way those sprayed edges look there on the end. Moving down, got some more fantasy romance and some crystals here to decorate. Got my Carissa Broadbent books and the Legacy series, also the Witch Collector series. This is like a whole Sarah J. Maas shelf just because I have so many of her books. It kind of makes sense to put them together. And I did just pick up Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn yesterday, so it's very nicely filled out. I still need to get the last book in the Throne of Glass series, so I'm not really sure how that will fit in here. I'll have to figure something else out later. Moving down, this shelf is kind of like dark academia, a little bit of horror at the end, Bunny and Rouge, some more dark academia, and then Sally Rooney at the end, and Chlorine by Jade Song. Over here I have kind of my special edition and like prettier horror. So I've got my Best Friend's Exorcism just because I love the way the colors look. Got my Junji Ito books, some other like graphic novels, and then on the right those are all of my Evernight editions of horror books with the sprayed edges turned out, of course. And I also have this little cutie calico critter that I actually got just like a year or two ago from a little mystery bag, so that's a newer one. And of course, more crystals. Moving down, we have my little nonfiction area for my environmental related books. So I have my favorite Braiding Sweetgrass, Facing Out, and then some others, including some guides on the right. Got some like plant guides and hiking guides, which I love. Then over here, we've got more horror on the left, kind of assorted horror. We have the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I still need to read the last two, but I love the way they look together, so cute. And then some kind of darker fantasy and dark academia-esque books on the end, with, of course, some more pretty crystals. This is kind of overflow at the moment of books that I have read, and today I just didn't think fit in the other categories or look good there, so just kind of random. And on the bottom, I just have like random stuff that I need to kind of tuck away. So there she is, my final bookshelf. Thank you everyone for watching, and I can't wait to update you all with some more videos in my brand new space. So I will see you all very soon. Bye.